Walking in on this trail, I've seen some big bull moose tracks. Now you can tell by how this birch is snapped off. Hey, get off that ice. Rocky, come here. Come on. Where are you going? Come on. So this old concrete pillar with this steel bar in it is stamped IR. So it's probably surveyed, and this is a marker for reservation land. It won't be long and the leaves will start coming out on the birch trees. In the springtime and early summer is a great time to pick the leaves, and you can dry them and make a tea. And it's actually a really good tasting tea. Just like maple trees, birch trees can be tapped too. Both produce different types of sugars. The maple will produce like sucrose, and from the birch you get fructose. Over the years, the lake has gotten really high. A few years ago, it was flooding over its banks all over the place. So that's how you'll find stuff like this. This is a good time of year to get in on these trails, because in about a month's time, the mosquitoes are just gonna blow up. The rifle I'm carrying today is the Black Creek MRX Bison. This rifle shoots 5.56 NATO. My LBE is a self-build. So this is a Condor belt with a Condor H harness that I spray painted to try to match woodland a little bit. For a knife, I've got the Cold Steel SRK Survival Rescue knife. So that's kind of a new addition this year. And then also I keep my ranger beads, my pace counting beads. These two pouches are grenade pouches. So this pouch is carrying my Garmin eTrex 22X GPS, and in this pouch I'm carrying my compass. So this is a Silva compass. It's really important when you have a critical kit that you tether it. Just keeping your compass in your pouch without tethering it, you run the risk of losing it if you fall over. Now it's clipped right to the D-ring on the belt, so if I need to remove it, I can do that. So this gives it a nice secure point, and with it being tethered, there's no risk of losing that compass. 4 magazine pouches, 2 on each side. Now, using the MRX Bison mags, they're a little bit wider or whatever, so to kind of get them to fit in properly, I just had to kind of stagger them a little bit. Sides of my hips are also 2 canteen pouches. Now, I don't have the metal cup in with the canteens right now. I didn't want it in just because it's much easier to get the canteen in and out of the pouch without having to fight it. When it sits in the cup, it gets kind of stuck in you. So this way it's nice and easy to remove. And also I have my cut kit in my backpack, so I didn't need to have the metal cups. I've found that using the fanny pack that comes with the Multi-2 system works really great for a butt pack. Now I have a butt pack in woodland to go on this, but I don't like how it attaches and rides. The fanny pack with the strap system that already comes with it worked really well for getting it woven through the PALS webbing. So that was pretty awesome. So 2 buckles to secure it, and then in here I've got some MRE bars and my Arctis Rain Shield rain gear. So that's what I'm carrying in the butt pack. And it rides really nice. I'm not carrying a lot of weight, so the LBE is really comfortable, and also my ruck is riding really nice on there. What's really nice about this 3-day assault pack is these straps on top. So this lets me roll up my smock and secure it. When you're wearing this assault pack with a LBE, you can simply just roll up the waist strap, secure it in place, because the bottom of your ruck is resting on your butt pack, so that's helping to support the ruck when you're carrying it. In the secondary pouch on the ruck, so I'm carrying my trauma med kit, my fire kit, my hygiene kit, water kit. This is like, what do you call it, your nightlight kit. So my headlamp, spare batteries, flashlight is in here, paracord, and some spare glasses, which is pretty important in case the ones I'm wearing got damaged or wrecked. In this pouch, I've got a backup knife. Now I just found this at the gun show yesterday, so I thought it'd be so awesome to add this to the kit, considering I lost my other one a couple years ago. I set it on my wife's car when I was butchering chickens, and she drove to town, and I never saw the buck knife or my Grand Forest Brook axe again. Signal mirror whistle for emergency signaling, and a sharpener to touch up the blades on my knife. And that's it for contents in there. There's another pouch here which is also carrying another spare mag. In the main compartment of the ruck, so I have my tarp. I've got a brew kit with a spare canteen. Now I'm not carrying anything in this right now just for weight wise, but if I needed extra water I could get it from the lake. So it's got my brew kit, another alcohol burner for the brew kit, coffee, my binoculars, cheesy broccoli rice soup. So got a meal there. And I've got a Grand Forest Brook hand hatchet. Now this is a new addition because I got this one because it's got the shorter handle, same size head. So it's nice little hand hatchet for processing wood for a shelter or fire, things like that. So that's a new addition to my scouting kit. My Baco Laplander folding saw, and this is a BPS knife, bushcraft knife. So I like this one. It is razor sharp. I like it. It's got a sharp spine for striking my ferro rod. So that is for doing, field bushwork, things like that. This is my catted in water pump. So I can just, this is a hand pump, and I can throw the straw in the lake and filter out the water and fill my canteens. So that's really handy. I've been using that system for a few years. Now also kind of new, I thought, I'm carrying a rifle all the time and I didn't have a gun cleaning kit on me. So here's a gun cleaning kit that I put together. So in case I tripped and got some mud in the barrel or something, so I've got a way to clean that, and I just put it in my crampon little bag. This is a German folding mat. So the ground was wet and I needed something to sit on or lay on, so I got a folding mat. And then this is pretty cool. Let's check this out. This is a 200 round pouch, and it is the perfect size to fit my new addition here of the Pathfinder Swiss mess kit. Now on top, I've got some coffee and tea. Let's dig this out. So this is your fire chamber or burn chamber. You raise these two brackets up like this, and then this sits on top of the alcohol burner. So, which is nice. So here is the lid. This lid is also a pot as well. Now you can fold these up, and if it got pretty hot, this is designed to be able to slide a stick in there to help lift that up. So that's kind of a neat feature, and it would sit in just like that. On the bottom is where the alcohol burner would go, like this. And then inside I've got a cleaning cloth, some utensils, a fire steel, This is a flask with the stove fuel, and I've got a lighter, another lighter, and salt and pepper, and a cup. So if I made coffee, I could pour it into my little cup. Now this is also designed so that this pot can sit on there, and then you can cook a bigger meal. And then it's got the bail handle here. This is also designed so if you put that hook in there, you can, and it gets really hot, so you can just grab the handle and lift it up like this off the burner. So that is the Pathfinder's version of the Swiss M40 mess kit. Pretty cool, and this is all like stainless steel. For pocket dump, on my left side I'm carrying wet wipes in case gotta go to the bathroom, boo-boo kit, and then also my second sandwich I haven't eaten yet. And then on my right side, this is a Canadian Forces surplus sewing kit. This is really handy. I've used this many times. My map of the area, my back pocket, my wallet, and then my gloves. And then in my front right pocket, tethered, is my car keys and my Leatherman super tool that I've had since I was 28 years old. And I'm now 55. Can't believe it. I've had it a very, very long time. The gloves I'm wearing are made by Cybertron. I've got these off of Amazon. They're actually quite comfortable. This shirt is made by Krydex, also from Amazon. And the pants are from Arctis. I like the Canadian style buttons on the pants. It really helps to really secure and lock down the pocket. So there's no Velcro. They're just a nice large Canadian style button. Same with on the back pocket, so it helps seal up that back pocket good. Don't have to worry about losing my wallet. If you're wondering, I'm wearing the Solomon Quest Forces. Now, I've really been putting these boots through the grinder here this year, from trekking through a swamp, looking through the dogs, crossing muddy and streams. They're actually holding up pretty good. What's really nice about them is the Gore-Tex liner on the inside, so it helps keep your foot in that water from permeating through and everything getting sopping wet. I was gonna change my socks, and for whatever reason, I took my little bag. I had with socks and underwear in there. I must have forgot to put it back in, which brings me to another point. It's really important to go through all your kit before you set out on your expedition. I don't know how many times, because especially in the evening time, I'm mucking around with kit, I'm changing stuff, I'm adding, and then I'm setting something over here on the couch, and I'm setting something on my desk and moving stuff around. Next thing you know, I get out there and forgot to put my socks in. So that's another reason why I kind of dummified my critical contents in the bag. So I put everything in somewhat water resistant bags and labeled them. And so now when I switch to different backpacks, it's really easy to grab that kit and move it from one bag to another when I want to change camouflage as the seasons progress. I think everyone is looking pretty tuckered out. Oh, I almost forgot to mention. So in this pocket, I've got my Right in the Rain pad, and then my pen, which sits pretty secure in this little pouch right here. These pockets are nice. They actually have two pockets, so when I get packed up and ready to go, I can fit my phone in this pocket, and I've got my notepad. So that's pretty handy. Yeah, not bad for an Amazon shirt. Thanks everyone for coming out, and we'll catch you all in the next video. Bye now.